What is up, guys? This is Death. Let me get all this off my screen here. Or as some of you know me as Levi Rungi in Causa Mortis. I am Death. This is my Paladin. I'm sitting at a decent rating on him, considering he's an alt. Um, as I've been requested a lot from a lot of people, they've been wanting me to show you how to power heal, how to chamois heal, how to DPS on certain characters. So I'm going to show you guys how to Paladin heal today. Whether you know how to, or you just want to improve your skills, you can watch real quick. Depending on what battleground I'm in, I like to use Beacon of Light on myself. For rated BGs, I will usually put it on another healer, just for the extra heals on them. That way I don't actually have to target them to peel them. Now, one thing about Paladins is you're all about big heals. It is not about healing over time or getting all your heals out. They are super powerful heals, and they're absorbs. Their absorbs are huge. It's amazing. So, the problem they have, though, is their cast time. Look how long these cast times are. Mine are shortened because I'm stacking haste. Usually, these are 2-second cast times. That's ridiculous for healers. It's absolutely ridiculous when you got druids with instant cast, shamans with really quick cast, priests with almost instant cast. It's ridiculous. So us paladins, as paladins, we have to stack haste. We have to get our haste up there, and we have to get it up good. Mine's sitting at a nice 32%, and I heal pretty efficiently. I off run crit because I like to crit on these guys. These are insane critters. I mean, I'm critting for 400, 500 Ks easy in arenas. So, depending on what you like, you can run it different. You can run mastery builds, or you can run crit builds. I would rather run a haste and crit build. It evens out. Gem all haste. Reforge crit. It works amazing. Take off that mastery. You don't need that mastery. I love to use kings for the extra intellect. If we got a druid in there, then I'll do might. But otherwise, it's kings all the way. For 3s and 2s, I love kings. Now, depending on what you're doing, you'll be mainly using Flash of Light. If you're doing 2s or 3s, you can maybe get some Holy Lights off, but I almost never use them. I don't even know why I get the spell Hotbar anymore. It doesn't heal for anything. 73k. But my Flash of Light, right there, 100k easy. 300k right there. Easy stuff. So, I mean, I main on Flash of Light. Plus, every time you use it, depending on if it's on yourself or on someone else, with your tier bonus, you get a Holy Charge. Amazing. There we go. Your Holy Charge should be flying off the walls. With Beacon of Light on a target, you get 2 Holy Charges. See if I don't got it on, let me get rid of my Holy Powers here. If I don't got it on, cast Flash of Light, and I get 1 Holy Power. Not a big heal. Throw it on myself, cast it again. 2 Holy Powers. That's a little bit bigger of a heal. So, when indeed you want to keep it on another healer or yourself. Depends on what the situation is, like I said. For rated BGs, I would keep it on other healers. Now for cooldowns, you've got multiple cooldowns for many different things. Divine Favor to increase your cast speed by a lot and increases your crit chance. Can be very helpful for power healing. Your Guardian, he pretty much copies every heal you do and doubles it. Your Wings increases all healing and damage done by 20%. Amazing. If you pop Wings with Divine Favor, your crits are ridiculous. I mean, it's just stupid how high you can crit. Pop that with a Guardian, and he will crit too. So if you want to full health someone really quick, you pop all 3 of those spells, and you're going to full health a lot of people really quick. If you run into mana problems, pop your Pume. That's a lot of mana back right there. I pop it when I'm like 50% mana, so I can get it up and be happy. Paladins should never have mana problems. I mean, right now I'm sitting at, what, 11k spirit? I never have mana problems, ever. Let me rest respect real quick. Anyways, so I've got a macro. Let me show you my macro real quick. Pops all my cooldowns that I need right off the bat, and I heal for huge. Let me go ahead and show you what I mean real quick. If you pay attention here, my Holy Shock's over here. This thing will always be on cooldown. Every 5 seconds I'm using this because it helps you get your CDs or your Holy Powers up fast and quick. So, starting off, if you want to burst heal someone, get them full health, pop Extinguish, pop your macro, pop that Holy Shock, and spam Flash of Light. Or, bam, bam, look at all those heals. There you go. 500k, easy. The crits are ridiculous. There goes Holy Shock again. That's all you've got to do. I mean, it's insanely quick healing. And look at my mana. My mana is not even touched. In combat, it would have went down to probably like 60%. But with Puma up, no problems. Now, some people do have problems with Paladin healing because you do not get to free cast against warriors, druids, or anything melee. Rogues, they're a pain. Paladins do have really good cooldowns. If you use your Era, it's free casting. You get free casting for 5 seconds. You immune to all interrupts and silences. That's very nice for when someone's on you. So always remember that. You have that. Now, it does have a 3-minute cooldown, but you can pick up the right thing here. You can go glyph it. I probably do not have the glyph on this character. Right there. It's only a 60-second cast time. That's pretty powerful in 2s and 3s. And in rated BGs, it's really nice also. I am running a new build on my part. I'm doing Bless of Light for the increased healing. Or no, I'm not using it for the increased healing. That's right, they took that away. For whenever I get stunned and feared, I get a Holy Power. I ain't liking it. I'm probably going to go back to the Era. But I am using this glyph, which anytime I heal anyone with my Orb of Glow, or your, what is it? Your Glow, or whatever it is, I don't got that spell anymore. I use the Flames, so it works with it. But if I was to walk up to, let's random NPC right here, pop a heal on him, heals me too, right there. See, there it is. There's the glyph. Really nice, and it comes in handy. I also run Flash of Heal. This is very, very powerful. Every time you cast a Flash of Light, within 7 seconds, if you cast another one on that target, or you cast any other spell on that target, it'll increase their healing by a lot. If you watch my first heal on this NPC, bam, right there, 100k. Oh, there's the glyph right there, increases it. I was a little weak. Let's try again. That was weak too. We just ain't critting on him today. But it does increase your healing by a fairly big amount. 10% is pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my build I'm running right now. If I can hit the right button. You've seen my glyphs. I just run these non-glyphs. They don't matter. But if I was you guys, I would switch this glyph up with this. This glyph is almost useless. Very nice glyph, very nice glyph. Now, talents. You can run many different talents and different builds. I prefer Speed of Light myself, Hands of Freedom myself, and Run Away from a Warrior or any melee class on me. Comes in handy in 2s, sometimes in rated BGs, when you really want to get out of a fight. Now, if you wanted to, you could use Long Arm of the Law for the Judgment and then Sprint. You get it a lot more quicker and a lot often, but it is a little bit slower. I mean, that's 70%, and this is only 50%, or 45%. And you've got to use that spell, and I barely ever have time to do that. Or, anytime you have Holy Powers, your movement and speed is increased by 15%. The problem with this is I never have Holy Powers on me as a Holy Paladin. They're always gone. So, that's why I grab Speed of Light. Now, you can use Fist of Justice for your second tree. It's nice, but I barely ever using my Justice because I'm never in the fight. I'm always in the back sneaking my heals out. You can use Repentance. The problem with this is if anyone hits that target, it drops immediately. But it does have a very quick cooldown, and it's very nice. I like to use the Fear. I can fear anyone, and it works amazing. Just fear them away. Nice free 7 seconds of cast. Now, for your third set, you can use Self-Healer, which I never see any Holy Paladins run that. If you hit 3 Judgments, you hit it, wait for the 5 second cooldown, hit it. After 3 of them, you'll get an instant cast Flash of Light. For Rep Paladins, amazing. For Holy Paladins, it sucks. Almost every Paladin I see picks up the Flame for the healing over time. Like I said, it's absolutely amazing. It's beautiful and helps a lot. Let's see, just one Holy Power, it ticks for 11k. That's really nice. Now you can use Sacrifice Now you can use the sacrificial shield or whatever it's called. It's nice. It's got 3 charges. You can throw it around on people. I don't like it. In rated BGs, it could come in handy, but I just never have time to use it. And then I wouldn't have my healing over time. And Paladin's really suffering healing over time. So I like my healing over time. For your next talent, I have used Hand of Purity. I like it. It's 10% damage reduced on whoever you click it on. And you can use it in Cyclones or any CC you're in. You can use it in that CC. So it does come in handy. But some people don't like it because you can pick up this. You get double Hands of Freedom, double protection, double sacrifice. You get double of all of it. And it comes nice for bopping people off of bubbles. If you need to bop someone. Comes nice if you need to take someone else's damage, or you need someone to run fast. Hands of Freedom for your flag carrier. So it does come in handy. I recently switched for 3s. No, we were running 5s, and I switched to it for a couple 5s. And then this reduces the cooldown of your shields. I think it's pointless. I would never use it. 50%. I mean, it'll reduce it by 50%, but what's the point of that when you can pick up this or this? No point. For your second to last one, you've got Holy Avenger, which I've never used as Holy. I've seen people use it, and every time you use something that gains Holy Power, like your Shock, you'll instantly get 3 Holy Powers. The problem with that being, it's got a 2-minute cooldown and only lasts, 18 seconds? That's 18 seconds to cast. I mean, it would be nice, and it'd be awesome for quick healing, power healing, but with all your cooldowns and how big you crit, it's pointless. Now with Sacrifice, or whatever Wrath this is, it's nice because you pop your rings, which is every 3 minutes, and it reduces the cooldown of your Holy Shock by Holy Shock reduced 50%, increases the crit chance by 20%. So instead of having a 5-second cooldown, it'd have like a 2.3-second cooldown, so you'd be popping it constantly. Also, nice power healing. These two are very nice power healers. But with Divine Purpose, I like it because every time you use a Holy Power, anytime you just one of them, you can get it to proc. When you get it to proc, you get instant 3 Holy Powers. The more targets you heal, the more Holy Powers you get. Or the more Holy Powers you get and burn, the more this procs. It procs a lot. There it is right there, 3 Holy Powers. So this next spell I'm going to cast is 3 Holy Powers. Comes in handy, and you get some quick, big heals. For your last one, it is a tie for me between Holy Prism and the extra healing over time. The problem with this is your healing over time can be dispelled. I don't run into people that do it, so I get lucky. But your Prism heals for almost the same. It crits for a lot, has a 20-second cooldown, but this heals more. If you really wanted to compare them, they're pretty much the same healing. This one's for the quick, instant 100k heal that it pretty much gives. It says 75, but it heals for 100k. So that's for the quick, instant 100k. This is for the healing over time. If you watch real quick, we'll watch it tick on myself. There's only 35, there's 19, there's 21. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger as it gets closer to me. And eventually it will hit me for 100k. Bam, look at that, 200k, my bad. So, I mean, it comes in handy. I like to run it. Now, the hammer, it's nice for AoE healing and damaging and slowing people down. And it does got a minute cooldown, but it's pretty much useless to me when I've got this. That is my build. And let's just show you how I power here real quick. Depending on how low our targets are, I usually just spam Flash of Light. Spam Flash of Light, use your Holy Shock, and drop your Flame on them. Oh, look at that, we got a proc. We'll just use an AoE heal. AoE heal it again to get rid of my Holy Powers for group healing. Now, if we just want to heal a solo target, we'll just pop our Extinguish on them, which is not cooldown yet, because I stupidly used it. Pop our Extinguish, use our Shock, Flash of Light, use your Flame, and bam! They should be full health. I think another Flame right there, bam! Now when you got this sparkly stuff, every time I get this, if I'm low on mana, I will use Holy Light. You get that from using your Holy Shock when it crits. Usually, if someone's low, I will pop my Divine Light. See if we can proc real quick. Come on, proc. There it is. It reduces the cast time, but literally, it's almost ridiculously fast cast from that. 2 seconds to barely a second cast. Really nice power heal, but it does cost a lot of mana. With your Holy Light, it reduces it to the same cast time, but almost no mana. So depending on where you are on mana, I would use this. If you are ever low on mana, spam your Holy Light. You, as a Paladin, you should never be low on mana though. I never run into mana problems, ever. My bars are really cluttered, and it looks cluttered to me. They work. My CCs are over here. My bubbles right here. My macros right there. My shock is up there, and my flames are there. Now we're gonna show you some videos of me healing in 2s, maybe some BGs. I'll show you what I'm doing. If you always watch up here in this corner, my shock should almost always be on cooldown, depending on what the fight's like. If you watch, I'm always using Flash of Light. Every once in a while I use Divine Light. It just depends on what it calls for. But we'll explain more later on. If you've got any questions, comment on below, and I'll be happy to answer them or make another video. If you've got any other classes you want to see, Chamois, Druids, say the class and spec you want me to play, and I'll play it and show you and explain how I play this class. I'm really good on all my characters, and I can play almost everything. Let's see if we can't get spec to do some 2s with us or Eye Cream. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so we're going to hop into some 2s here with spec. Alright, here we go, guys. As you can see, we're just going to do an average start as I'm talking and I'm pointing out.
Pretty interesting.
Clothies and
show you how to run away from
leather
DKs now,
wearers, I will put my
Got
beacon
kings
on.
up there.
If it's
Got a
plate
beacon
or
on
male,
because he's Clothi.
I'll put it on myself.
Clothi or leather workers,
as a
I
partner.
beacon them.
And we're just going to fight a nice
male,
chamois
I beacon
DK
myself.
comp.
Go
I'm
and
going to
dispel
dispel this
this
dot
Earth
real
Rod.
quick.
Freedom
nothing off.
Freedom spec,
Capacitor
freedom
Purple.
myself, and a little
Freedom
bit with
spec.
a quick
Mind
running speed to
Ring.
get away from this
DK's
DK.
on me, so we'll
Unbound.
freedom
He's
myself.
just annoying me. I want to get away from
Designated
him.
ground,
Spam.
Unholy
Light.
Blade.
Get the hell out
If
of
you
here.
watch my spells, I mean,
Grounding.
I'm even healing while I'm moving with my Holy Shock.
Anti-magic shell
It's really
weapon.
not about
Unholy
stopping and
Blade.
casting
Bubble
power
right here, just for the hell of it.
Mind freeze.
They're big healers, but you
We
can't
did
get
get
transcendence,
transcendence.
that's
The
what I
only
was
reason I
hoping
popped
for.
bubble here is I was hoping the
I
shaman
was
pop
hoping to be stupid
transcendence to try to
pop
kill me.
Bye-bye.
but
He didn't. I was hoping he would. He didn't.
And he's down. Said he
But
had
I
to
mean,
use cooldowns.
Spec did a good
Fights,
job
you
and
shouldn't
killed the
have to use
DK within
cooldowns like
seconds.
But when
At
you
the
do
end
have
of
to
this
use
video, I'm
cooldowns, we'll just
gonna
check them out.
explain
We'll pop
what I
some
was
heals
going to
and spec. Here we
explain
go.
in this video. If
Couple
you've
hundred
got
Ks,
any
always
other
run away.
spec you want me to
Gang
check
spec.
out, or any other class you want me to check out,
Wind
just throw me a
shear.
comment
Let's
down below.
big ass cooldowns.
I will check it out and get back to that
100K.
video as soon as I
Ascending
can.
Walker's
I know I'm late
Race.
on making
Almost
these videos,
60s. There's
but I've had a really
130K.
stressful life and work
Trinketed.
and everything else. I'm just now getting these videos together, and I
Paladin
promise
heals
I'll
is
get a lot
ridiculously
more, a lot
powerful
quicker.
and overpowered.
Wind
Thanks,
shear.
guys.
Earth
Give me
Rod.
some
Shamanistic
hints
range.
down in the bottom, and I hope you enjoy the rest of
But
this
you know,
clip.
it's whatever.
I hope you enjoyed, and we're gonna kill off this shaman eventually. Might take an hour, but we'll get him. We'll get him, and we'll go on with our lives. If you got any
Wind
videos or questions about Holy Paladins that you want me to
Tremor.
go over that I didn't
Grounding.
get, throw me a quick hey, you missed this, and I'll add it in my video, or I'll figure something out.
Wind
If
shear.
you want me to see any classes like chamois, hunters, put a comment below of what you want me to play and what spec you want me to play, and I'll play your spec. And maybe I'll show you something you didn't know, or show you some new
Earthblood.
pointers you didn't know. I don't know until you throw me a, hey, I need this character.
Capacitor.
But that's all for now, guys, and I'll catch you later.